year is 2082 and the world is ruled by the Big 10 mega corporations. Technology is at an all-time high, with nearly all devices being interconnected to a massive network called the Matrix, a virtual reality landscape so powerful that your mind can't tell the difference between it and reality. But not only is this a cyberpunk world filled with hackers and cybernetic enhancements, but in the sixth world, there was a phenomenon known as the Awakening, where magic, dragons, and spirits have returned to the world. Human beings were also affected, with some showing aptitude for casting spells, or using magic to enhance their own bodies. On top of that, some humans have been intrinsically changed by the Awakening, becoming like the elves, dwarves, orcs, and trolls of ancient lore. There are darker secrets beyond these that are not known to the general populace, and with the stranglehold the reigning megacorporations have over the people, means that if you want something done outside of their laws, you will need to turn to the shadows. And those who risk their lives for fame and money are known as Shadowrunners. Last time on the KenTacoHut Chronicles, our Shadowrunning team, having been delayed by the crusty jugglers, were finally able to follow Hojo into the underground facility. Once inside, they fought past a crusty ambush and made their way to the secure HMHVV research facility. There, they found an injured Hojo, and that killer queen with her earth, wind, and fire elementals. They engaged the Killer Queen in combat, but were barely able to put up a fight, while Kale knocked himself out almost immediately. As that Killer Queen turned to leave, she unlocked 4 cages which held vampiric test subjects. The team ultimately dispatched them and defused the bomb that the Killer Queen left as a parting gift to Randolph. And while they were able to save Hojo's life, the research samples and data had been stolen. Was Ares behind this heinous theft? Or did that Killer Queen have an alternative motive all her own? And what does this mean for Randolph and our Shadowrunning team?
Alright. Hail, Ivan, and Mecca. It's just the 3 of you. So you find yourself sitting at the bar late one night at the cozy and familiar Panucci's Deli, enjoying drinks and capicola sandwiches. You're listening to Hojo's band Hispanic at the Disco playing for the crowd. If you guys recall, Panucci's Deli, while a fantastic Italian capicola specializing restaurant during the day, turns into a bumping club for Shadowrunners at night. So you guys are all here this evening to attend a meeting with Mr. Johnson, Randolph EO Speedwagon, and Hojo to discuss an upcoming job. You guys said what you did the past month. Jeff learned some new spells. Jimmy centered himself and now has 4 minor actions. And I'm guessing Mary bought some boss new equipment or something.
Yeah, I bought some drugs to replace the drugs I spent. I also entered Petunia Bartu into a pop contest, and she came second in Miss Congeniality. And then I pepper sprayed the whole place in that.
Oh, and for sake of continuity, whatever. Continuity, that's the right word. We're just assuming that Jake is taking Flopsy on his normal 20-mile walk, and that's why he's not making it to this meeting tonight. He might catch up at some point.
Well, the way I hear it, Flopsy's taking Jake on a walk.
So tonight, it's 40-mile walk.
So, Hispanic at the Disco finishes up their set to a roaring crowd, and Hojo motions for you guys all to come back to the conference room for the meeting. And you guys get around the table with you know Hojo, you know Mr. Johnson, and then this is good old Randy. You guys find your way back there, grab a seat at the table, and you have your customary plate of cured meats, and the meeting begins. Randolph E.O. Speedwagon is obviously pretty irate about what happened at the Wolf Mother grand opening. You know, things could have gone a little bit better. He informs you that now is the time to get back at the Crusty Jugglers, and he goes on to explain that utilizing his various contacts, Mr. Johnson has managed to convince Holland Oates, the most highly respected and notorious food critic in the city, to make a visit to McBurgerWay for a food review. Holland Oates is the best in the biz, and his food reviews have been known to make or break countless restaurants. Because of this, everyone at McBurgerWay will be putting everything they have into preparing his meal when he arrives to critique the place. So that is going to create the perfect distraction and opportunity for you all to sneak in and complete your 2 missions. The first mission is to sabotage the Holland Oates food review. So, although Mr. Johnson has tried, Holland Oates is an honorable man and will not accept any bribe. And they tried profusely to bribe him to give him a poor score, but that's not working. So the first thing you guys have to do is sabotage the review so that McBurgerWay gets a horrible score. And you can't let it be known that you guys interfered with this, so you gotta be discreet about it. But, you know, use whatever means necessary. Your second job.
Make his food extra spicy.
Your second job is to infiltrate the McBurgerWay facility and see if you can find out why the Killer Queen broke into Wolf Mother to steal the HMHVV strain along with all the research they were studying about it. And one bit of information that's going to be helpful, which was provided by the 2 ZZ cops who assisted with the Flopsy recovery mission 2 months ago, but were shot down when they tried to pass off Flopsy to you all. Right before that happened, they were able to pass off some information. And what they learned was they heard some talk that Killer Queen inside the McBurgerWay facility actually has an offline system housed in the basement. And they likely use that offline system, which operates outside the Matrix, to communicate with Ares. So the answers you guys probably seek about what they were doing with that viral strain, why they broke in, why they wanted all the research and everything, is very likely to be on that offline computer. And I had one more note here. There's word on the street that they're, just because, you know, mob hearing things and whatnot, there's word on the street that there is going to be a big event the next day filled with Ares folks and all kinds of stuff. So you're going to need to get all this done before then, because that data that's on that offline computer is probably going to be gone by then. Also, it'll be like filled with high profile Ares people and everything, and you wouldn't be able to do anything by then anyway. So it's recommended that you kind of take care of all this at once if you can, but it's ultimately up to you guys. You don't want to cause a scene and then prevent the review from ever taking place, you know. So those are your 2 missions. Do you guys have any questions about either of them?
Yeah, just to get it all straight here, we have to go in and get the data off the computer before tomorrow.
So tomorrow the food review is going to happen. So you want to do this all tomorrow, because the day after, the next day, is when there's going to be like a big event with Ares folks and everything.
Okay. So tomorrow we're going in, we hit McBurgerWay, we get to their computers, we sabotage the food review pretty much at the same time. And
that's what's recommended. If you guys can think of a better option, you know, that's cool, but it's recommended because you don't want to get the food review canceled because they had to pull a lot of strings to get them there, you know, under the assumption that you guys are going to be able to sabotage it, which will be a good time while they're, all up in arms, helping out, going overboard to cook him the best meal they can. That's a pretty good distraction to go down in the basement and try to get into that system.
Do we know when like their food shipments are? Do they get fresh ingredients daily?
Believe it or not, they do not get fresh shipments daily. But
of course they wouldn't.
But this has all been strategically planned so that there is going to be a food shipment tomorrow.
And just to be sure, so this is basically, let's say, as tonight is, it's Friday night now. Saturday, Hall & Oates is coming, and Sunday, the Ares people are coming. Basically, is that kind of the timeline? If we're gonna,
we'll put a full day of prep between them. So,
okay. So
you have one day to like get everything settled, and that day is when food's going to be delivered.
Okay.
And then
so on and so forth.
And then Hall & Oates comes, and then the next day after that is the big Ares shindig when all the information on the computer and everything is probably going to disappear by.
Would we know like what sort of meal does Hall & Oates come and eat? Like, is he supposed to be like I only do fancy food, or because
he will almost certainly order 5 or 6 things off the menu. So he he takes it very seriously, and he's gonna taste a variety of things there.
So it's not like we can sabotage the one dish. Do we have any ideas what he normally gets when he goes there?
I mean, it's a range of whatever they might specialize in. He's going to try a bunch of different things. So, for example, you have a good shot of any major ingredients that are like ubiquitous, are very likely to be in his meal.
Okay.
I mean, you can't necessarily guarantee it,
Right. Do we know where the shipment of food is coming from?
You don't know where it's coming from because it's just like a big...
It's like a wholesaler kind of deal?
Yeah, like a wholesaler type thing. So you don't know like where the food exactly is coming from, but you know that it arrives by truck around 3 o'clock on that day.
Oh, okay. So, guessing we should probably hit that food shipment to throw them into chaos even more so. Does that sound like a plan to you all?
We could do that. We'll have to be careful though, because the only one that Critic Queen hasn't seen is me. He's only seen bones. So whatever we do, he's gonna have to be pretty sneaky.
Pretty sneaky.
Also, Petunia is basically sitting in the plate of food now, so hopefully
that must be a pretty big plate of food, because we learned last game that Petunia is like the size of a small car.
No.
Does Petunia eat?
Tiger Queen is like the murder, like the personal murder thing.
Oh yeah.
Does Petunia? Okay. Petunia's terrifying, yes. So you bring up a valid point, though. Kale and Ivan have been seen. Also, remember, Kale has distinctive style, so he probably shouldn't be involved with being seen.
A lot of people really overlook dwarves, but I have a dealer, Silent Bob, who might be able to get me some drugs. They're not strictly speaking supposed to be consumed, but they are the kind of thing that definitely become active when they come in contact with skin, and a tongue is skin. Like,
but just to interject slightly, I don't want to derail the conversation, but you guys don't want to like poison all the food that's going to go in this restaurant the day before that guy's supposed to go there, because then he's not going to go there.
Also, that's kind of messed up.
You guys are Shadowrunners. You're fine with killing people, but you
Right.
draw the line at getting food poisoning.
That's not good for anybody.
None of you worked in kitchen before. Everybody knows which plates go to reviewer. We spit.
Because
What if this may be a crazy thing to do because I have decent charisma, but no real points in con or anything, but to mitigate it. But what if I went in there or even myself and a couple of drones, we went in and then prepared the food, or got in there and was like, oh, I'm the new dishwasher. Maybe some 7-7 mixed into his burger, and then he gets nauseated.
yeah. Also, along those lines, you bring up a good point. What if we forged like a health inspector, certificate or badge, and did a surprise health inspection mid-review?
We have been seen, Kale and I, but no one have disguises of any sort.
I guess I could put a hat on.
I mean, you guys do have till the shipment is. I mean, if you're worried about the shipment's tomorrow at 3, and then Holland Oats isn't coming till the next day. So you guys have time to purchase something if you need to buy something.
Okay.
Or reach out to your contacts for something, or you know what I mean. You guys, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of time so that you could do whatever you want.
Does the same food wholesaler, do they service KenTacoHut?
Oh no, they make all their food fresh daily.
Oh, as
they
good restaurants
they only
should,
serve
yes.
the highest quality food.
Right.
I do love how KenTacoHut
is
star hopeful that
they're out there doing good business practices.
It's one of Randolph EO Speedwagon's many ventures, and he takes all of his ventures very seriously.
Right. It's part of their mission statement to only use the best ingredients.
How is Hojo in his presumably new limbs?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. While he was up on the stage, he was definitely showing off his new cyberware enhanced hand. He was shredding that only in a way that only you could if you had a cyberware enhanced hand.
That's dope as hell. But yeah, I mean, that's the only idea I really have is sneaking in there. Is they probably won't let some new upstart take over it. Yeah, and y'all have seen what I feed Petunia. If I try to be like a dishwasher, I can slip some 7-7, give him some food poisoning, and I don't know. That's really the only thing I got.
Ivan wonders if maybe we don't even need to slip into his food. We don't even need to slip poison into his food. Many of these poisons, you just need to touch them. Can we not just sneak up behind him and...
I mean, as long as he blames the food for his poor reaction, as long as it's the food that's terrible and he gives the place a negative review for the food, that's what's important.
So that's a good idea. We could maybe try to sit down at the restaurant and brush past him and put contact poison that way.
You have to not just a sneeze. You couldn't just walk by and be like, "Oops, sorry." Get way up in his face.
Yeah. Does Holland Oats? Does he normally have a particular fashion sense?
Oh, you will recognize him.
What the heck does that mean?
Ultra distinctive style. He gets plus 30 karma at character creation for it. He is so distinct. People around the city know who he is by sight.
Yeah.
It's like imagine if Gordon Ramsay, your familiarity with him was matched with your familiarity of the way the band Kiss dresses. Like, so distinct, you would not be able to not know who that was.
Nightmare Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, some actually refer to him as that.
Okay.
Only the places that he like makes go out of business because he gives them a poor score, though.
And I'm assuming
In the paper, the lines read like, Neon Nightmare Clown strikes again. Runs down with his scathing reviews.
as a food critic, he would do like the entire like restaurant. So we could even cause a ruckus within the restaurant.
But it is
Or like somehow start a fight in the restaurant.
food that we're trying to sabotage.
You're trying to sabotage the food, though. He's a food critic, but he's just about the food.
Oh, he's
You know,
solely about food. Okay.
You know, just the fact that he's even stepping foot in McBurgerWay, which is the crustiest, greasiest
Yeah.
restaurant
automatically-
there is. You know, he's
Okay.
he's there for the food. He doesn't
Okay.
care about appearances.
He doesn't care about the ambiance. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I even know restaurants in the city that there are live active fights between people at all times inside the restaurant.
Well, sometimes that's how you get a discount.
Well, and when the blood gets punched off someone's face into the burger, that's an extra seasoning for you. That one's a little special. That's good.
That's a good way to get a bloodborne disease as well. But okay.
They get garlic IV.
They get hepatitis.
Hey, that's one way to kill the vampires, is with the garlic IV.
Hepatitis G makes their blood taste like garlic.
No. It's the future, so they've gone through the next couple letters and versions of the disease.
It's a bioengineered disease that only makes your blood taste like garlic. Isn't passed by any means from person to person. It's only this weird genetic mutation.
So weird, yeah. Let's see.
In my pants, but this stack.
So,
We also need all that stuff on the computer, but the files are in the computer, right?
Yes, this is very Zoolander. The files are in the computer.
okay.
And like I said, it's offline, so it's not connected to the Matrix. So that's that computer, that data on there is how the Killer Queen communicates with Ares. It's like all discrete, so that nobody can like hack into it and figure out the like communications that they're having.
And they just basically just take like flash drives and handoffs that way, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the people are coming the day after to do the data drop, like physically in person, because that's more.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's enough room in Tiger Queen to just stuff the whole computer.
Well, we don't know how upstairs this is either.
Well, that's true.
But also, it's in the basement, so you have to be able to get into the basement. And I don't think the mini tank is going to fit into the restaurant to go in the basement.
I believe in Tiger Queen, but you're right.
But not to try and help you guys out too much, but I believe the first game, Jake used a contact to get blueprints of the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So assume, and I remember he shared all this data with everybody, so you guys have blueprints of the place.
Oh, right.
Oh, from yeah.
Wait.
Okay. Would we know like the blueprints of that place? Would we know is what entrances are there to the basement?
Okay, so he pulled off like original blueprints. So any like additions or any new construction over the past like several years wouldn't be reflected on the blueprints you saw, but it still gives you a really good idea of what it's like. And from the blueprints, what you can see is that there are two ways to get into the basement. The first is through the restaurant, which is the way the ZZ Cops entered when you guys were staking out the place. They went through the front, they were brought into the back, and you can get to the basement that way. The other way is through the back door, which is where the handoff went wrong the first game. So you can go through that door that the ZZ Cops came out of to get to the basement, or you can go through the main restaurant.
it sounds like our best option is going to be somehow get with the shipment of stuff coming in. Either pay those guys off or hijack them or something, and then during the handoff of the food and whatnot, we get into the restaurant. Some of us go in, one or more. We're going to have to split up, and I think one group is going to have to go take care of the food with the critic. The other group is going to have to go down to the basement to get the date.
But also, the food shipment's coming the day before the guy comes. The day before Holland Oates gets there.
So wait, okay, so do the thing you did before, Jeff, with, it's...
Okay, so right now it's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, and that's when the food shipment comes. Sunday, the food critic is coming.
Okay.
Monday, Aries is coming.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think you're right. We can maybe hijack the shipment and bring...
Oh, what if something as simple as destroying the AC in their freezer so that everything goes bad?
That's an idea, yeah.
I mean, but again, you don't want them to just shut down the restaurant, and then the food critic's not even going to taste anything if they completely shut down the place. Like, you don't want to destroy everything they have. You want to focus it.
That's true.
Because basically the point is you want to ensure that they stay open and are serving customers so that he can go in there, order his food, eat his food, and give it a bad food review.
I think one of us is going to have to be in there, and I think it's going to have to be me, which I'm not thrilled about, but I can't send a robot to place. Horrible as Petunia is, I don't think they'd buy that she is the dishwasher.
Ivan would tell them how bad that food is.
What the wait staff? I'm assuming they're people, not drug. Okay, yeah.
They're very crusty jugglers.
How do we crustify ourselves?
Well, I mean, how distinctive are you? Because, how much you do?
So Jeff has distinctive style, which is a negative quality, so people recognize him.
It's bonuses to their memory test.
Jimmy has just been seen once.
Yeah.
But I'm uncouth.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
Oh.
What charisma? No charisma.
Why did we do this to ourselves?
You two are the ones with all the charisma here. You're the mages. I can sneak into a basement, but you two are going to have to take care of interacting with people.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see. So I think we should. This is kind of like my own, I don't know how restaurants work for behind the scenes. When they get, it's regular food shipments this is a regular food shipment that they're getting. How much stock do they keep on hand? Do they have is it we could miss a shipment? Or is it we're going shipment by shipment kind of thing? I've never worked in the food industry.
I would say it depends on, number one, how busy the place is. Because here's my experience with it.
Chipotle.
It's every 2 or 3 days we got a truck, and that truck was 40 boxes of produce and meat.
And you don't want to destroy everything in there, because then it'll trigger. I think we're going to have to be really targeted about this.
Yeah. And
what I was getting at was, you guys just don't want to do something that would cause them to shut down and stop serving, right? If you sabotage a bunch of food that goes out at the same time or around the same time, they're not going to know to just completely shut down the restaurant before the critic even gets there. You have some time to maneuver with stuff. You just don't want to do something that's shut down their freezer and food unit so that when they open the next day everything's rotten, so they can't do anything.
They're crusty. They're not idiots.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
They're crusty. They're not idiots. Like, they'll serve food, but probably still be right on that borderline of like food safety.
Oh yeah, if they drop food, they'll rinse it off and put it back on the plate.
Yeah.
But if it is like visibly growing mold, they cook it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Then that's just penicillin.
Those restaurant kitchen nightmares I've seen on the past.
Well, that's why Nightmare Gordon Ramsay is coming in to give him a review.
Because my idea was to hijack that shipment and just so they don't get that shipment. So they're kind of scrambling, like, install chaos of like, we're not having enough food, basically. We need to ration things, like make it get smaller portions. So maybe like the food critic leave a bad review because you don't hardly get any food, basically. It's kind of my idea. Or at least they like, oh, we're out of X, Y, and Z. So the food critic is like, they don't have this much on hand, even though they say they do. So that was my idea. Or we could just hijack half the shipment.
Maybe. I think I like the idea of maybe tampering with a whole bunch of food that goes out on the day. But again, that means one of us or a couple of my drones are going to have to be there, but they're going to have to be either real stealthy or I'm going to have to be pretty convincing.
Well, I mean, your person could be in there, and your drones can still be somewhere else. You just won't be jacked into them because they have auto-soft and stuff.
Yeah.
How many of those fly drones do you have?
Oh, I have 2 eyeballs and little gnats and a bee.
Because you can put contact
Bee's my
poison.
favorite.
Yeah, you can put contact poison on the feet of those flies. Have them land on the food.
I could. They come with Narcojet, but which is it's like when they stick into you, but and then there's the.
Let me show you. I'll show you Holland Oates since he's so ubiquitous. Everybody will know who he is. I'll hold it up to the camera.
And I can only imagine that it's Holland.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one person. First name Holland. Last name Oates.
Oates. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the bee is about the size of a bee because my flying eyes are the size of an eye. Oh shit! That's what it looks like.
Wait, why do I sort?
Because that's an idea. We don't want to poison everyone. We just want to poison this one man, which sounds terrible. But
I mean, if we poison a whole wave of customers, that's probably okay.
Yeah. What I was saying was like you didn't want them to get in the next morning, see all their food's rotten, because then they're not going to serve it. If you poison like a wave of food or something, they're not going to catch on to that.
Yeah.
But so you say that you have your eye drones, right? Are you saying those are your private eyes?
They better be now.
Watching you?
They
Oh
are.
yeah.
Actually, no, this that's Eye of the Tiger and Snake Eye. But Honest Bee right now has the truth serum, but I could always switch out something else.
Yeah, you can switch out the drugs and stuff. Yeah. And you can probably purchase new drugs too if you want to.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know.
Yes. Content warning: we are terrible people.
It's Shadowrun.
It's Shadowrun.
It's Shadowrun.
This is on flavor. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, let's give him something that'll just make him sick. We don't want to actually get anyone addicted to things or like kill anyone.
You especially don't want to get him addicted to McBurgerWay food.
Yeah.
Because then that would be a good food review.
So what I was thinking is a toxin called 7-7. Basically, so it's on page 124 of the PDF of the book. It's contact for inhalation, but contact can be liquid or gas or solid. I'm losing my mecha voice. So basically, it can give them blinded 1 status, physical damage, dazed status, and a nauseated status.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That sounds like our jam right now.
So it's contact or inhalation.
And contact, I read, can be liquid. So if he has like sauce on a burger, it could be in the sauce.
Or in his drink.
Or
the drink, or like soup.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to eat soup from McBurgerWay.
It's like,
You know what, man?
like
You're
the-
right.
And he's going to try a variety of things. He very well could try their soup. And actually, I wrote down some of the things he's getting, and I think you'll enjoy the names of the food. I'm going to leave it at that.
I mean, like in the old classic TV shows, Gordon Ramsay would always eat the clams and the mussels and other various sus food at the most sus restaurants.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So what if we rob the shipment and like take out like some number of the food? Oh, also, does this truck only deliver to McBurgerWay?
No.
Okay.
well, I think it would be less suspicious if we tampered with whatever's being delivered beforehand. If that's the route we want to go. But again, if multiple people are getting sick from something we have in there, that's going to potentially mess with the plan. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, as long as it would be like happening like around when he's there, it should be fine. I was just saying you don't want to poison all the food at the shipment the day before he gets there, and that's an entire half a day of people like profusely vomiting from eating, and the entire next day. Then you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we should. Yeah.
A lot of toxin. That's a lot of toxin.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's 1,000 buckaroos. So you need some help.
For what?
For how much?
For a dose.
So to poison an entire, I would say he's probably not coming directly in the morning. Just
No, he's coming for lunch.
yeah, he's probably coming for lunch to avoid the dinner rush and to they probably not maybe open for breakfast. I don't know, but so basically there's probably about 24 hours worth of tests in between. So you're looking at, and how big is the restaurant?
Well, of course they're open for breakfast. They got to get their egg Mc foot-long croissant sandwiches.
Is it about-
so unappetizing?
Is it about as big as a Chipotle?
Can you guys see it?
It's like that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like the size of
It looks
I don't
like
want
a
to say
regular
I don't want to say
restaurant,
I don't want to say the size of a Chipotle because I've been in like a bunch of really small ones and like some bigger ones. So I'm trying to think of something that's like more.
It's a large fast food restaurant, basically. There are booths,
it's a large
tables,
fast food
yeah.
restaurant. It'd be like
It has a play area. It's a large McDonald's.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're probably, in 24 hours, and because McDonald's stays open longer, you're probably looking at almost 300 orders per day. That's not people, that's orders, if not more. That's what we would do when I worked at Chipotle. We would get about 150, and so if it's bigger, if it has a drive-through, if it, is just, it's faster food than Chipotle is, and we had a line out the door almost all day, every day when I worked there. And we had about 150 orders a day, and that was orders, not people, not number of burritos. Sometimes those orders were 10 burritos.
Yeah, a classic Nick Rivetta order.
Yeah. So
for lunch.
It was around 150, maybe it was 250 orders. I think it was 150 orders a day. So you're probably looking at 300, 400 orders.
So
maybe almost 1,000 burger patties, depending if burgers are the main joint, then maybe almost 1,000 burger patties a day.
And so what we're thinking is probably we need to deliver the dose of poison on a piece of food that's going to him directly.
Yeah. I just read that 7-7 oxidizes and becomes inert after 10 minutes of exposure to air. So, yeah. I mean, we don't have to go in as like wait staff. We could always just be other customers, or I guess I could be, and maybe have honesty with me.
Honesty is your
Honest B, I thought.
honest B.
Eve.
Honest B. Pardon me.
Don't you knock the pun, man.
Sorry.
I'm all about the puns.
Honestly,
Sorry.
The bee full of fruit serum.
So,
my baby.
but a Petunia is the dog, correct?
The little dog.
Yes.
Little dog. What if go with me on this journey? Put some sort of poison on Petunia's paws, and then like it goes up to like, or put it on. Does Petunia have a tongue?
No pets allowed
Okay.
on the front door.
On the door?
It's a restaurant.
Yeah, that does make
Not
sense.
even robo pets. Although, how could you not just immediately be fooled by her?
You know, the robot would have been okay, but it's more of a pet than a robot, so.
She has
So-
no weapons except her adorableness. Thanks.
So- okay. About when the food comes out, or after the food comes out, Honest B, B, I remember now, lands on him with the contact poison.
Well, I was thinking that maybe it could be like I could go over and be like, "Oh, I'm such a big fan."
Oh my god, shake his hand.
Oh, he would eat that up.
Oh yeah, and then have honest.
And it's on your.
attacking him, and Honestbee squirts the 7/7 into his 7-up. The 7/7 up.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
Ivan has been reading about toxins online. This thing is great.
Ivan is also now on watch list.
This thing is great. It has all kinds of information. Anyway, it looks like 7/7 work very quickly. So we must do this in the middle or towards the end of his meal, or else it won't work.
Does that mean that Kale and Ivan are on sneaking duty into the basement?
I mean, you can always take one of my drones and just have it on standby. And
So, I have a quick general question. What, like, her, like, jacking in to control a drone, like, as her?
Yeah.
Does she need to be, like, hooked into some, like, system she has back in the truck specifically, or is it just, like, something that your person can just do?
yeah, it's like a gamer's chair in my van.
Okay. well, because I know, like, the Technomancer can just, like, with their mind, get into the Matrix, like, magically. But I know you have to, like, get into the Matrix. I just didn't know if you, like, could just do it wirelessly, or if you had to actually be, like,
No,
you had to be, like, in your chair to do that.
I
Okay.
don't have to hop into a bot. Yeah, I have to be in the chair in my van.
Okay.
But I can control bots without,
Remotely.
but it's just more.
You don't get the bonus stats. Yeah.
But I could always hightail it out of there after. Oh, I could always hightail it out of there after. Oohing and ahhing over the reviewer. But that's my idea. Plus, that's a little safer than trying to be a waiter. Or being like, oh yes, I'm the new staff. But I'm not the new staff.
Oh yeah, waiter sounds like a bad idea. Like wait staff, because I don't think they would put
Out of nowhere.
yeah. They're not going to put us on his duty, like to give him the stuff.
Does anyone have hacker contact?
I have a dealer, which would help us with the 7/7, but again, it's $1,000, and it's a little hard to find.
Well, you guys also at this point have gotten $10,000 from the past 2 missions.
New yen, yeah.
New yen, sorry.
All combined?
No, each.
Each, yeah.
Well, combined between the two missions that
Yeah.
we each had 1,000 more than we started with.
I mean, I'll contribute some to the cause. I've got a cool 8K. I don't want to use all of it because foci don't pay for themselves. But I'll help.
Oh, for sure. No. Well, in that case, how much do I have left? I thought I had 6. So I think I...
Also, how many doses do we really need?
I guess just one.
Yeah.
But it can't hurt to have a second one, just in case Honest Speed messes up. It's just to be...
Yeah. We need a couple applications in case someone needs to, like, you know...
Maybe... And they would have to be in liquid form, which probably isn't that difficult compared to anything else.
There's a way to... Okay. Yeah.
So you got your first mission kind of sorted out. What are you guys doing for the second? Are you doing it simultaneously? Or are you going to do it later that day? Because remember, you basically have like one day of where you can do this stuff. Because the next day, Ares is coming to pick up their information.
We probably should do it after he leaves, because we don't want that to interrupt the review.
Well, doesn't this toxin like knock him out?
Well, we can always say you cut it with something, so you don't quite get like knocked out.
But you do get nauseated.
Yeah.
In addition to 12 physical damage that it could possibly do, it causes cramping, nausea, and doubles vision.
So you might want to give him like a third of a dose.
Well, maybe have it, split up into 3 doses. Maybe it could even be on multiple things on his food if I'm able to be sneaky.
But then he'll just take all of it still, right?
It's hard to not be lethal sometimes.
But the speed of it is 1 combat round. So it takes 3 seconds.
It reacts violently with him. Although, that being said, his food killing him would ruin the review. I mean, we're all thinking it.
But like I said, we're going to say you can cut it with something so that it won't, like, kill him.
Straight up murder him.
So it'll be like, we'll say that you can cut that enough that, like, it'll make him sick and it's not going to kill him. And that'll be okay.
Knowing how much money we have now, I could get another bee drone.
And have a backup?
One and a third in the other. And then have a third on myself, just in case.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
2 bees! Or not 2 bees?
That is the question.
That is the question. I want 2 bees.
I'll
contribute one enough Nuyen for 1 dose of poison.
Okay. You could just go in thirds. 3, 33. I need to contact Silent Bob. It'll have to be over text.
Okay.
He's a bit like Jake.
Well, what's your connection and loyalty to him?
4.
Oh yeah, he can absolutely get that for you. That is no problem.
And I just get a text that says I'm chasing Amy, but I think that means it's good. Well, okay.
Well, I mean, you do know his favorite restaurant around town is, what was the restaurant from Clerks 2?
Yeah.
Movie or something?
Movies. It was
Yeah.
Movies.
Movies, yeah.
So he is totally fine with sabotaging McBurgerWay because he doesn't give a crap about that restaurant. He's a movies man.
He is a movies man. He's all about certain brand loyalty, and He's in a viewers union, so.
All right. So, do you guys want to? Yeah, let's say you get that stuff. You guys want to speed ahead to the day of the food
we
review?
did forget something. We kind of went into planning. How much is REO Speedwagon paying us?
Oh, okay.
We totally forgot about that. Yeah.
He thought he could sneak that one past you.
Speedwagon.
Well, taking into account the poor performance of the last job.
Yeah. Well, we did try.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll give you guys 3,000 Nuyen
each.
for this job each.
Okay.
You gotta he absolutely respects what you did for Flopsy. You kind of fucked up the last job. This is like second chance to redeem yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
You're good friends with Hojo for what it's worth, but Randolph, you need to get back in his great graces. You're still in his good graces.
We're kind of in the doghouse a little bit with him.
Yeah. He still loves you though.
Yeah. He's just disappointed.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If you thought the team was going to be 4 people, then shouldn't we each get however much? I cannot do math in that.
Well, he would, but that's how much he's paying Jake to walk Flopsy.
Oh.
So Jake was going to do this job for free because he gets paid for doing for Flopsy.
For his Flopsy work.
He keeps claiming he doesn't need the money, but he feels obligated to pay him for Flopsy.
That is
Let's see. So yeah. All right. I guess, do we have an idea of how we're gonna get into the basement for this stuff?
Well, that's something we have the schematics, right?
Do the schematics?
And for what it's worth, a month ago, again, it was a month ago, but a month ago, Mary did scope out the surroundings of the building. When you guys were prepping for the security detail, she had her drones kind of scoping it all out. And what you remember was that they had upgraded security around the building, especially out back, where they actually put up some cameras that were getting more than just grainy, gray, black and white video. And what used to be shitty, deadbolts are mag locks now. And mag locks, they're popular locks. They're much better than a deadbolt, but you could still shoot them apart or hack into them. They're better, but they're not the most amazing, you need professional hacker to get into or anything.
Right.
Do not worry.
But that was only superficial view from the outside when she kind of had her drone scoping out.
Do not worry about Maglock. I take care of Maglock. I can sneak in unnoticed. Well, maybe noticed, but smooth.
I don't have a name for this bee yet, but I think that's...
Oh, it wasn't going to be 2B or not 2B?
Oh, right.
Or Hamlet?
Hamlet.
Bee.
Oh, I get it.
It's just 2B.
Or is it
Her next one's going to be or not to be.
Oh, yes. I could have a whole hive. But I am the queen.
That's going to be one of your sins.
My what?
That's going to be one of your sins.
Sins?
Yeah.
The Hive Queen, which is also a StarCraft reference.
Yeah.
Well, it's not StarCraft. What is the game?
Oh no,
No.
StarCraft Tech Queens.
No, the made-up one for Shadowrun.
World of Diablo-Craft 8. Actually, it's probably 11 at this point.
The craft in that is StarCraft.
Yeah, right. To be clear, yeah. Actually, it's
orcs piloting spaceships fighting the Zerg.
I'm more of a Bethesda girl myself. CyberCod Howard is still working on Skyrim Port 73.
No, actually, I was about to say they still only have Skyrim. They haven't released a new game yet.
Yeah, it's actually it's World of Diablo-Craft 8: The Sons of Overwatch. That's the latest expansion.
People have modded Skyrim so much they just made all of Tamriel, and so they really don't do anymore.
It was actually just ESO, but in Yeah. Game
All
jokes.
right. So,
So
what are you guys thinking for the basement?
Well, you can take my snake eye and Eye of the Tiger, and then maybe Flutterby, and then maybe after I get this guy sick, I could join you.
A medium drone.
Me.
Also,
About this big. Like it's as big as like an umbrella, but it's
Oh, is that how
motorized.
big?
Yeah, medium. It's a medium drone. That's because Tiger Queen is a large drone, so it's only one step down from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, for what it's worth, I didn't realize how big Mary's like big drone was until last game. When you like sent that picture out, and I was like, oh yeah, that drone's not getting in that little tunnel, and then like again, that drone's unfortunately not getting in the stairs.
Okay, well, I'll give you a Scorpio then.
Okay. And also, it doesn't mean that that your big drone can't be like waiting at the van for us to come running out, going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like, lays down a huge amount of suppressive fire with that.
Yeah, it just can't get in the front door or the back door because they're doors.
speaking of such, where is Kale in all this? Because he is not suited for this mission.
Okay, real quick. Does Kale have any spells that would be relevant to this? Like any mood altering, memory altering, invisibility?
I do not have invisibility. I was tempted to get it, but now I'm kicking myself for not getting it. Yeah, I just have like detection spells and analysis spells. And combat spells and a heal spell.
Analysis?
What are analysis spells? What do you
Like
mean by
analyze truth, analyze magic.
that's still useful, like for stuff though.
I mean, but not for a smash and grab like this, probably.
Well, what are the spells that you have?
I have detect magic, detect enemies, detect life, power bolt, power ball. Ooh, someone's in here. Heal, levitate. Yeah, I don't know how useful they'll be here.
What about well detect enemy? That might
I mean, that's good from a. I'm a radar, but
I mean that.
I'm also not very stealthy. I'm not very subtle.
But I mean that's assuming you guys are trying to like sneak past people. Again, there are two ways into the building. There's
We could
through the
kick
main
in the door, yeah.
There's through the main like restaurant to just walk to the back, or you can go in through the back because both lead to
Right, yeah.
the stairwell to get down to the basement.
Right, yeah. All right, so yeah, you're right. I won't know how helpful I'll be able to be in the sabotage, but I should be able to be helpful in this
But also, as far as you guys know, these are just like crusty juggler, like gang people, right? They're like the people that are running the restaurant and helping out with all this are not going to be like as far as you know, these are just like the people trying to move up the ranks in the gang. They're doing the dirty work.
Literally.
So you're not going to have to like bluff past, fucking I don't know.
Smart guys.
Yeah, they're crusty
These guys are
gang members that you have seen, working around the front, doing general security and stuff.
Okay, all right. So does that sound like the overall plan? We sabotage the meal, and then maybe around closing time, we knock, open up the door, it's real, and go in the basement and take their stuff.
Here's Ivan's thought.
With non-stop pop-up and stainless steel.
Here is Ivan's thought. When food critic gets sick, that causes distraction. We sneak in during distraction. Or at least Ivan sneaks.
Well, that was what REO Speedwagon recommended as well.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
We've come full circle. That's not what you have to do. That was just what was recommended.
Yeah. So, is Kale just back up in case things get real?
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
How far does your detect enemies go? Because you could always like chat with Ivy. You could always chat with Ivan over.
Oh, I can never remember the range on these. Hold on.
It's goofy. It's like if you
It's based off of hits.
Yeah. If I remember the old detect enemies from 4th edition, the way that it functions is like detect life, you would detect all life, obviously.
Yeah.
See all the patrons, you would see all the people in the back kitchen, you would see the food reviewer, and you'd see us. Detect enemies, on the other hand, I think detects people who have ill intent specifically against you, or maybe the people in your group as well.
Okay, so maybe detect life, you know?
Well, no, keep detect enemies on, and you'll probably detect some people downstairs where I am if I find anybody down there. But if things go upstairs, and it's like if the mood changes upstairs, then you can like step in with a Powerball, hit the whole kitchen while they're all in there, instead of when they like rush out and into the crowd, you can just hit the whole kitchen all at once and take them out.
So, it says specifically towards me.
Okay, so towards you.
So, detect enemies in this case might not be very helpful if they don't know I'm there.
So you would need to go down with him for it to be effective.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a range of hits is a range in meters. So, so I do have a quality where I can have 2 sustain spells up. So I imagine this is how it would work. Basically, like I have detect life and detect enemies. Life is green, enemies are red in my vision. I'm guessing would be how it works. Okay, let me make sure, because we can do that beforehand, and I can just sustain those, and then we should
go on a lovely jaunt with Ivan.
Yeah, and sleep off any drain that I have.
Oh yeah.
Because
yes,
goes away after just like an hour of, stun damage goes away like after an hour of resting or something like that.
Yeah, an hour of rest. Okay. And but remember, drain damage can't be healed away by medical means. I think we did determine slap patches might work.
Yeah, no. Stim patches sound like they work. It's just you can't get it with.
It didn't work for stun damage. It didn't work for physical damage. There was something we had an issue.
I think slap patches like make you ignore that, right? It's not actually healing anything. It's just making you ignore it, right? Is that how it works?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
So that's a little bit different.
Because Jeff was knocked unconscious last time, and the thought was, we'll put a slap patch on him, and it's like it's not going to matter because he's unconscious past his boxes. Yeah.
By the way, stay tuned. Probably going to happen again this game.
we need to get you more health boxes.
You just need more friends around him to carry him out after he inevitably knocks himself out.
Yeah, so before we go in, I'll put up those 2 spells maybe like a couple hours beforehand and just sustain them and sleep. If you'll allow that.
Yeah.
You
have this lipstick that will improve your logic and intuition.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Nice ruby red color.
Well, I imagine Kale would look magnificent in such a nice shade of red. He wants to stay drug free because that's the way to be. He shows you his Dare sweatshirt that's underneath his.
So are we prepared well enough for the day in question?
Are we not going to mess with the shipment? I think we should harass the shipment somehow.
Well, you really want to harass these guys.
I'm worried.
I just feel like if we did that, it would like give a little bit extra chaos for them.
But that's the day before. I mean,
it's one of those things where it's like, oh, our shipment got screwed up. They scrambled. They're still at there's some chaos on their end. Chaos for us, for them, is good. If that makes any sense.
Can we just get one of the drones, like one of the teeny itty bitty drones, into the shipment to?
Could that shipment could like just shoot at the tire on the truck to like just like molesting the shipment in some way, just so.
Yes. You can molest the shipment, Jeff. To your heart's content, for as long as you need to.
Yeah. Just messing with that shipment somehow.
Definition number 2 in the dictionary there.
Yes.
I mean, you're correct that is a word that can describe this, but
yes.
Interesting choice, Carol. I don't know.
I don't think we need to shoot out the tire. I think we set up some sort. If you really want to do something with the shipment, we just set up some sort of ruse where, I don't know, somebody looks like.
I mean, I have my 2 eyes. My eyes in the sky. They can always
Your, private eyes.
2 eyes on things.
I mean, if you all don't think it'll be useful, that's fine. We can go on with the day of.
I don't know. I mean, if we want to spy on them, I think that might be smart.
Yeah.
Do we have plans of the underground?
Oh yeah, was that on the schematics in any way?
So,
I assume it wouldn't be.
I was about to say, so the plans show that you have like good plans of the main floor, which looks pretty much the same from like what you've seen in person being there. Like, it looks a little different. Something's been renovated. They knocked out a wall here, they put up a wall there. The basement, you can tell that there is a pretty substantial basement, but I mean, you haven't seen it, so you don't know what it's like. Before, when Jake used a contact to hack into the security system, again, at that time, that was their like old security system before they upgraded. He only accessed like the outside and like the very front cameras and didn't see anything of what was in the basement.
Okay.
Oh, that's what maybe have one of your eyes on one of the workers while they're delivering the shipment.
Oh yeah, I mean, they can just kind of sit and watch.
Can we even just stake out the back of the restaurant, send the eye flying over while they're doing the exchange of goods?
Or when they're taking out the trash at some point?
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how I thought you guys were going to solve that problem. Or just get a hacker to hack into the new system or something,
But ours is not here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I also designed this before I realized he wasn't going to be here.
Whoops. Things happen.
Does anyone... Could we borrow one of Jackson's contacts to do more hacking?
Can he hack into the mainframe for us?
He is... He is out of service with Flopsy.
Yeah.
Flopsy.
I was going to say, I guess Ivan could call one friend, Lieutenant Extreme.
Ah, that old Shadowrunner, Yes, you should.
Lieutenant Extreme, he is former first guild kill on World of Diablocraft 8 final raid. Currently, he is the leader of the Apex Pub Night leaderboards, with over 10,000 turkey surprise wins under his belt. Unfortunately, his hacking skills have degraded over the years due to only playing games and not practicing hacking whatsoever.
I mean, he can try, but if he doesn't have any good skill in it, probably won't get a threshold.
Does he still have contacts with his old Shadowrunning friends by chance?
No.
Okay.
Lieutenant
Anyway,
Extreme a bad place in life. But I'm in there.
Oh, you're merchandising.
yeah.
Since I have 1 charisma, I have 3 1-1 contacts. That's the highest you can get. You can't have the connection or loyalty above your charisma.
Yeah.
I have 1 charisma and 3 1-1 contacts.
And fun fact, that's why Kale is a shaman instead of a hermetic mage. But yes. Yeah, let's call up Lieutenant Extreme and see what he can do.
Be funny.
So, okay, roll your. You're trying to get them to hack into their new security system, or are you trying to get like new, like more recent blueprints, or what are you trying to do?
Whatever he can do, because this is going to be a very low roll. I'm not even sure if he'll pick up the phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get to roll connection plus loyalty, so.
Ugh.
1 hit, but it's technically a glitch because the other one's a 1.
Okay, you call him up. You call up Lieutenant Extreme, and it goes straight to his voicemail.
And he gives you a new phone. Who does?
At least you, but the silver lining is you at least know that you still have his contact information.
Good.
Because it did go to his voicemail. It wasn't just immediately rejected.
Hello, Lieutenant. Hello, Lieutenant. Looking for... I've been looking for blueprints of fast food place. No reason. Get back to me if you can. Oh, I just saw you on the leaderboards. 10,001 turkey surprise wins. It's not winner with chicken dinner. It's turkey surprise.
All right. Well.
All right then. Later.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, I still have my eyes in the sky.
Okay. Well. We'll advance to the next day, to the day of the shipment.
I need to get my bag of tricks together for what we...
Ivan, you got an email from Lieutenant Extreme. It's a game invite.
Ivan answered back. Not now. Not now, comrade. Busy. Need fast food info. Any word on that? But and then Ivan hits send and goes, I know he not get back to me. It's sad.
I was gonna cut you some slack and give you something if it wasn't a glitch, but you got a glitch. Hey, it makes it all the more exciting if you don't know what's coming.
The dice tell the story.
Yeah.
So, okay. So when I send the eyeballs out to watch things, I would be rolling perception.
You are not jacked into them.
Correct.
So you are going to roll.
The eyeballs I could be. I could definitely be jacked into the eyeballs. Because that's just during the shipment delivery, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
So in that case, I would roll perception then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, we can do it now. So, the shipment comes around back. You have your little drones buzzing around that you're jacked into, and you see the truck pull up to the back. You notice that they do have fancy new security cameras, which you saw last month. And there are two slightly crustier, the slightly, not the cheap grunts, the people slightly above that are receiving the shipment to bring back to the kitchen. So the back door is open and they're unloading the food. What are you going to do?
Well, I think I'm going to keep one drone above and then one above all of it so it can kind of get...
How big are these drones? Are these drones like...
the size of an eyeball.
Oh, so they're tiny. Okay, so you're going to keep it like far enough away that they wouldn't notice.
Because they can replace an eyeball should I lose one. And then I can pop it out and send it on its way.
Okay, so you're just kind of having the one hovering kind of nearby without trying to do anything.
Yeah, and then the other one sort of behind the truck, far enough, kind of far away, but
Okay.
trying to see inside the restaurant, but out of view of the cameras.
Okay, the best that you can see from that angle is you do see them unloading food or unloading the boxes of food, bringing it towards where the kitchen is. You also see that the opposite direction is where the stairwell leads down to the basement, but you can't see beyond, from that angle, you can't really see more than just what's right around those corners. You see them heading one way with the boxes, which is the direction that the kitchen is because people were in there before, and then you can also kind of see where the stairwell would lead to the basement.
Okay. But that's the same information that's on the
Yeah, pretty much.
You take it.
Would I sort of... It would be...
Could you what, sorry?
I was thinking about maybe having one of them maybe go in and try to sit on a ledge or sit somewhere high up that wouldn't necessarily be seen and just kind of watch stuff.
Still outside, or are you trying to get it to go inside?
I was thinking maybe inside, maybe
Okay, yeah, well, we can see if it can come inside. We can have these guys roll a little perception. As they're unloading and loading the truck, bringing it back to the kitchen, they're distracted, they're working, they're moving around. Let's see if they'll pick up on that. I wrote it down somewhere. What is the attribute tied to perception?
Intuition?
All right.
Let me verify that actually. Yes.
All right.
Be.
I'm rolling their perception. I'm gonna give them, well, they're working hard, they're not paying super close attention, they're not really trying to do that. You roll your stealth.
Oh, just straight up stealth. Okay. Sorry. Stealth. That's the one die.
Wait, it's not your stealth, it's the thing's stealth, right?
Well, she's jacked into it, so she's controlling it.
Wait, what is stealth?
So it would be your stealth autosoft, which is 7
Oh, okay.
for the skill, and so you're jacked into it. What's the normal stealth thing? Agility.
I believe it's agility, yeah.
Agility, because I don't have the kept one stuff. Yes.
Yeah, it's probably agility.
So then you rolled the stealth autosoft plus.
What's agility in the Matrix?
Hang on, I have it in here. Agility is logic. So that's... Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. 7. 1, 2... Plus 7 for the autosoft. Okay.
Now, does she still roll the autosoft even if she's jacked in? I thought the autosoft was rolled if she wasn't jacked in. I thought that was its default roll if she wasn't immediately controlling it.
Well, I mean, you can't use your own skills through a drone. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I thought it would be the autos. Like, the autosoft is what's, like, helping... I think that's how it works.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what's she rolling? She's rolling her logic plus her autosoft that she has on the drone. And the reason she's able to get logic is because she's jumped in. Okay, no, never mind. That's fine. Yeah, just roll that. That sounds good.
And one of my RCC programs is stealth, which is when performing a hide action, which I guess...
Yeah, we'll count it. Yeah, you're staying hidden from it.
That must be spent as part of the action when vanish. So that means I get an extra dice?
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend one edge to get one dice.
Okay.
Or you could spend a bunch of edge with that one to get one of the other things.
Six. Yeah, 6.
You get in there. Nobody notices a thing.
I'm just kind of singing softly to myself. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the flight.
Okay, so what you see on your left side, you see people coming back and forth, delivering the boxes, delivering their shipments and everything. You can see that does lead to the kitchen with the dining room beyond. To your right, you see a kind of dead end at a stairwell. And there is a door leading to the stairwell, which has a maglock on it.
Okay. Do I see what kind of food they're bringing us? I guess especially like drink pack or something like, 7-Up flavoring or, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, they're bringing all the usual stuff, like half-orc pimento, and they also have some plenty of just like, fairly questionable ingredients. You can tell that this is not like the high quality food that KenTacoHut would pride themselves for ordering. Things are coming in, everything, most stuff's frozen. The stuff that is fresh is like on its last leg, kind of rotten a little bit or on the verge of being rotten, but it's like a pretty normal shipment of stuff across the board. There's nothing that like, they're not shipping in anything that's like suspicious or anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I don't know how much work we're going to have to do to get this guy to review the restaurant poorly, but okay. And
so yeah, the big takeaway, I guess, was that the door leading to the basement is locked, but you saw firsthand it's just a mag lock.
Okay. Can I try to get away as well?
Oh yeah, you like, they're working hard, they're sweating, you're buzzing around there fine. They're not seeing you.
Okay. I'm beating a hasty retreat then, and gonna share all that with Kale and. Oh, this food looks pretty gross already. But it's just a maglock, so.
Ivan has no trouble with maglock.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys ready for the day of the food review? Are you prepared? Any last-minute purchases or anything?
I
think we should be good. Do you want me to roll my drain and whatnot?
Oh, you'll recover from it. You're fine.
Okay.
Give me like just a few minutes here to get my bag of tricks together. I'm obviously not bringing my entire inventory because that's insane.
You need your tools.
Yeah, I need my tools, and I just need to cut down the list to like.
Bring Scorpio in your bag. It's a small one.
Yeah.
That way I can bring you.
Well, have Jeff bring something. Don't let him go without helping. He has to carry something.
I'm carrying my own eyes. They're seeing things. Oh wait, no, I actually need to make those checks because I need to see how wide the range is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So here's detect life. 3 meters. But go ahead and I'll let you know.
Okay, so Kale can carry Scorpio. And then once I do my thing, I'll try to get out.
This is a good eye. 4 meters.
Two B's with me. Oh, and also the bumbles. Just in case. And all my guns. And my axe.
Okay. And Nick, for your reference, detect life is 4 meters and detect enemies is 3 meters.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. So, also, yeah, I prefer to not carry anything because I'm carrying myself and I'm weak. Also, remember, whatever you give me is probably going to fall on the ground with me when I knock myself out. So keep that in mind.
Oh,
Well, here's the thing. I still have my baby Bjorn that Petunia usually sits in, so we could put Scorpio. But
Hale would prefer to not have Petunia near him. Petunia keeps wanting to bite his hand off.
Kale, there is a few things you hold for me now. You hold 1 smoke grenade to simulate kitchen fire.
ooh,
He holds
But
it
that
up
has like a
this.
200, doesn't it have like a 200 meter range or something?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a fire in like instant.
He just kind of holds it because he doesn't. It totally befuddles him.
That was my favorite part of the last game, by the way. Sorry.
Kitchen have vent fans,
That's true.
so it actually cleaned it out a lot quicker than it did.
That was still my favorite part of the last game. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit wrong. I don't think it's correct. Like, it just doesn't make sense for it to cover the size of like a football field in like 6 seconds.
It's the future.
It's
I'm not drawing the line at that. If I'm okay with like orcs and cyberware enhanced people, I'm okay with a really good smoke bomb.
so. You given him a smoke grenade. He kind of puts it in his pocket. What else are you giving him?
He'll also hold 1 sensor tag. Or no, sorry, stealth tag. Which is little tracking device. If needed, who knows? Magic bag have everything.
He puts that in another pocket. And that stealth tag is to like be put on something as a tracking device?
Yeah, like you could like slip it into somebody's pocket or like
Okay.
I don't know, put it into even if you needed to put it into a box of like stuff. I don't know. If it comes up, like if somebody gets away.
It's nice to have like.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
throw it right on there. I don't know if we have a great way of tracking those without our hacker, because I certainly don't have a great way of like tracking these things down. I assume that they're somehow like slave to my comm link, but
Yeah, you're getting notifications about it.
I think
The way Lieutenant Extreme would explain it, you have like a little mini map up top where you can see where on a little like red dot where people are.
I think Kale also hold 1 skin patch.
He kind of looks at it and says, "Is this for me?"
Hey.
He nods and says, "Okay."
I take another 2 just for extra safekeeping. And I think I also hand you. Don't know if these will ever come up, but hey, why not? Basically, it's a set of like 2 zip ties that you can like secure somebody with. They're real small. They can fit in your pocket, basically.
Like you said times 1 or times 2?
Times 2.
2. He puts that in his pockets on his jacket and looks and says, "Mecha Latte, do you want me to carry anything too?"
Oh,
Please nothing that will like bite my hand off.
that's pretty much all I have.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, not particularly, unless you want my lipstick.
He'll take the lipstick just in case.
Well, if
probably
you're
for the
not
best.
going to use it, I'm going to use it.
Then maybe you should hold on to it if you're going to use it.
It does take 10 minutes to take effect, so keep that in mind. I've already put some on.
Okay, so you have yours on. How long does it last?
Sorry, hang on. I have it written down.
Oh, one more thing for Kale. Flashlight.
Flashlight?
Just flashlight.
It lasts for 12 minus body hours. So for me, it's going to last 7 hours.
I think you actually roll body, don't you?
Oh,
If you
okay.
wait, is that how that works?
I don't know. I guess.
So yeah, he'll put the lipstick in one of his pockets that is filled with other things.
But don't get it all melty. It's expensive. It's the most expensive lipstick you've ever seen.
I mean, okay, I believe you.
Like
He's-
$6,000.
$6,000? Okay. He's seen some like bougie elven lipsticks that are easily that much.
Well,
It's just body.
it is just body.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's 7 hours for me. But it's 12 minus body. It just takes 10 minutes to take. So, you know, just in case, it gives you a little bit of help. Plus 1 logic, plus 1 intuition. Which
Okay.
I think. Oh, also, you only get a -1 dice pool modifier for each sustained spell or complex form. Oh, yes, it is. Rather than the standard -2.
Okay. Well, I have a focus concentration where I can have 2 at once.
So I guess E then?
Well, would only get a -2 for -1 dice pool modifier for each sustained spell you have
Oh.
going.
My focus concentration takes care of that, so we're good.
Well, I'll take the lipstick off. But no, that's pretty much it. All my stuff is
So, fun stuff.
All right. Anyway, the day of the food review, we're here.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
what are you guys' planning? Are you just rolling up in the Lisa Frank truck, parking outside, waiting for Holland Oates to arrive, or what are you guys doing?
I think I'm gonna park maybe around the not so close.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go in and get a meal.
Okay.
And
Can-
sit down
Can you
and
get
wait.
2?
What do you want?
A number 5, a
Five.
big Whopper, foot long, with fries and an apple pie.
Copper footlong with fries. Number 5.
I forgot we turned this place into a nightmare hellhole. They're 12 inches long.
Ivan, what do you want? Oh, also, do you want to carry Petunia? You don't have to.
Well, are you guys? Yeah. What are Kale and Ivan doing? Are they going inside with you, or you just by yourself? Are they hanging out back for now?
You should. They are no.
So I imagine Kale might be in his like blind person disguise, because I imagine there's got to be some like cover. His eyes are seeing things differently, right? There's probably some sort of physical manifestation of that magic, right?
Yeah.
Stay in the van. Ivan, what do you want? Get you something cool.
I'm
Range isn't that good.
just sitting in the back of the van, just like eating jerky, like and looking a bit disgusted at this.
Yeah.
point.
You don't want to eat that food. Okay. So Ivan and Kale are chilling.
Probably just chilling in the back for now.
Okay. And Mecca is going in. She's ordering some food.
Ease, and I got my bumbles just in case. They're different.
So you see there are 3 people in the kitchen working back there, moving around, doing stuff. There's one person in the bottom right there who's kind of just like working around, maybe providing a small amount of security, but it's just kind of like busting tables and stuff, primarily just like working. And then the person there on the left, or right here, that person's like kind of near the front main entrance, like welcoming people as they come in and everything. So you come in, you order some food, or are you just gonna go sit down somewhere, or what are you thinking?
I think, I'm gonna go up and order some food, and then sit in a booth where I can kind of like see things that are going on. That's not too far from anything.
Maybe around like here-ish?
Yeah, maybe like there, just so I can see everything that's going on and keep an eye. Do we know what this guy? Oh wait, we'll know him when we see him.
Oh yeah, you will. And just as you're thinking that, he walks in. Everybody kind of rushes over to him. They're trying to play it cool and everything. And they direct him to sit down over here, where they actually spent the time to like deep clean one booth, specifically for him. Your booth is, pretty gross. His is like they spent the time to actually clean one of them because they were expecting him.
It's got crusts on the edge of the plate.
Oh no! Hers does. Hers is horrible. His booth is spotless.
I'm pretty sure mine is gaining sentience as we speak. I'm not really eating a lot. I'm just sort of picking.
Yeah. So he sits down and he orders his food. He orders a bowl of orc ball soup. He orders like every just like disgusting, gross Widowmaker burger and like Heartstopper sandwich, and it's just everything. It's just a combination of like, usually a combination just like gross fries of varying age and greasiness and like, crunchiness, and it's just piled high with all kinds of stuff. He gets a whole variety of everything, but as he like you can tell that they're going to put a little something, like they're going to work hard on this. It's going to look a little bit better. So he has ordered his meal. Are you still just hanging out over there?
Real quick, where's the back door and where are the stairs on this map?
So
yeah.
So we're going to say the back door is like back here.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going this way to get in the kitchen. This way would bring you to the like the stairwell to get to the basement.
Okay, so like the trapezoid shape there is the stairwell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I do want to go over. I'm gonna over comlink do the subliminal or the sub vocal mic and be like, "Oh, heck, guys, he's here. I'm gonna do the thing. So wish me luck, and I'll let you know when that's done."
Ivan looks at Kale and says, "We should get to a back door. Let's go."
Yeah, he agrees and will walk out with you and make sure that the doors are locked when he leaves.
Oh, the doors of the van.
Doors of the van, yeah. Because we don't want the van to get stolen.
If my van gets stolen, it's your house.
You said that to Ivan, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes. You're right.
Both of your houses.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Suddenly, Ivan gets a call from Lieutenant Extreme. He's actually calling you back. He is offering to lend you a little help this time, for once, but you're gonna owe him at least an entire weekend of LAN party.
Okay, deal.
So what he's gonna offer for you is he got your message. He looked into it. He knows what's up. He'll shut off the cameras that are around the back door for you to help you get into the place.
Good call. See, I knew there was reason I was your friend, other than fun game time. But this is Ivan's fun game time.
But you got to bring the extra caffeinated Mountain Dew to the LAN party.
Oh no, that stuff makes me jitter.
The Lieutenant Extreme brand Mountain Dew.
He's like an esports champion. He's got his face on it.
Okay, so Jeff and Jimmy are making their way to the back door.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and walk over and kind of look like really shy, and I have both honesty and to be sort of on the inside of my like cuff, so that they can like. And I'm gonna go over and be like, oh shit, what's his name again?
Holland Oates.
Holland Oates, sorry, yeah. Oh, Mr. Oates, is that you?
Oh, he's swatting away. He's like, can you believe the flies in this place?
What's happening?
Yeah. He gets it all the time. You know, he signs the napkin and hands it to you. Like, oh yeah. I mean, this is what you're after, right? Everybody wants a signature from the Nightmare Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that's very nice of you, thank you. But I just wanted to tell you, I appreciate the work you do in this world. It's not everyone who takes so much pride in their work like you, you know. My mother was a cook and I'm not good at it, but I watch your stuff every day, and one day I hope I can be as good as you at determining what is good food. So just thank you for being my inspiration.
Well, it's a gift, and I take it very seriously.
And I want, I'm gonna, as I take the napkin, can I like, sort of gesture to the restaurant, and as I do, have, one of the bees go out.
As this is happening, the food is actually being delivered at that time.
Oh, his food wasn't there yet? Oh, okay.
Well, it's coming out now. He's ready to. He's putting a serious face on. You know, like, you know, distracted by the food that's coming out. You know, playing it up and everything. What do you have any of your drones do?
I was gonna have them put the 7-7. Just kind of. There are a lot of flies in the restaurant, and I was just gonna have them fly over and like squirt it into the soup.
Okay, yeah.
Orc ball soup.
In the orc ball soup with a little bit of 7-7.
Oh,
but it's
Spiking it.
shoot! I just realized something. You said that there were mag locks on the doors. I never asked, but I don't know why I assumed. I was thinking mag lock meant key card opening. Do these open with a key card?
No.
What do they open with?
An actual key.
Yeah, it's just like a key. It's like a normal lock. It's not. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay. So yeah, it just okay. Then I'm still good.
Yeah.
I was just really hoping it wasn't biometric shit.
No. It's not that. There's like a bunch of different mag locks, and like the key card ones are like the more advanced mag locks. These are like the most generic kind.
Gotcha. It's just a lock. Like the lock is a mag lock instead of a regular.
Yeah.
tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're still good then. Because I brought both of those things because I thought maybe. Like the outside is a key card, but maybe inside there will be actually locks to pick.
You know, that's using your head.
So I actually still have something to do this with.
Okay, so he starts off his meal by slurping down the orc ball soup, which he takes a couple sips of, cuts into the orc ball. It's way overcooked. It's like a rubber bullet. You know, it's horrible. You know, definitely not anything to write home about. And you said we cut the drug, so it's going to take like 10 or so minutes, 15 minutes for it to like kick in, right?
Yeah, the normal speed is 1 combat round, but since it's a third of a dose, it's
Well,
probably...
yeah, we're gonna say it's gonna take him to like finishing his meal. You know, he's as the meal's progressing, starting to.
And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, thank you so much for your time. I just admire you so much." And was to be able to do that before it got to the table.
You kind of meander back. He's starting to feel worse and worse as the meal's going on. You know, he is feeling absolute, like he is not only ripped apart every meal, but he is like feeling nauseated and starting to just like, you know, he's not looking good. He is running to the bathroom. So he is like ready to just vom all over the place. He's running to the bathroom, and as that happens, pretty much everybody that's working right there is like, their attention is drawn. They are like checking it out to see what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna sub-vocally, "Oh, shit's going down, literally."
Oh yeah, that is also happening.
It's pretty much everything. It's all coming out.
Kale kind of dry heaves to himself a little bit and nods to Ivan.
I'm gonna put my food, which has been pushed around a lot, to kind of look like it. I do have the bag of your Whopper footlong. I'm just gonna put it
The big Whopper footlong.
Big Whopper footlong, and put that in the, trash and just walk out.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna head towards my van.
Okay, so you're going to the van. These guys are busting in the back.
And you have to deal with you.
Yeah. In the bag.
In the bag, yeah. And I'm the...
Let's knock, open up the door. It's real.
All right, so you guys go in. There's Lieutenant Extreme took care of the cameras for you over there, so you're good. He took care of those like superficial, like outside ones, the ones on the main floor to help you out. They are all completely distracted by him. You can hear him upchucking from like as soon as you get in that back door. There
is like my last visit here.
there is nothing standing in your way to do something about that mag lock.
Yeah, the floor is rumbling.
So, do you want to give me a engineering plus agility roll?
And
against?
I've also specialized in lock picking, and I have an auto.
Okay, well.
Nice.
Ivan, come prepared. Still not the greatest of rolls, but that's 2 hits.
You get it. That was just enough to get through that mag lock. So you managed to successfully pick that lock, and you're heading down to the basement. We're saying Kale and Ivan make it down going down to the basement about the same time that Mecha's getting to the van.
Is the basement door locked as well?
That was the
door. Yeah.
That was the door.
Oh, right. Wait, never mind. Okay, cool.
All right.
We're like breaking in the outside first.
The outside wasn't locked. They're working. They're coming in and out. You guys walked in during the perfect distraction time when he was like doing a handstand on the toilet.
Like we could feel the reverberations through the door. Even we're just like, okay, time to
shit.
This door.
Okay, so as you guys get down the stairs into the basement, you peer around the corner, and it's definitely like a much newer looking like construction down there. Like you see a long hallway, like a long chromed out hallway, and there are automatic doors every 15 feet, every 20 feet or so. Well, every 20 feet or so, there's a set of automatic doors. Within each section of that, on either side of the wall, there's a locked metal door with a camera right above it that's looking like straight down. So it's basically just like a camera that's looking straight down just to see who's coming like in and out of those doors. It's not like a camera that you're like that's like keeping an eye on everything in there. It's just like looking basically specifically at those doors.
And were the cameras that Lieutenant Extreme took care of, were they also the interior or just the exterior?
The exterior.
Yeah, it's just the exterior.
Well, time to shoot some cameras.
But again, they're not like out looking everywhere. They're looking like down straight at the door. So like if you just like walk straight down the hallway, you'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
They're focused in on the doors.
I got it.
And we probably should.
Scorpio has a taser. That might do something to it too. And just let me know when I could have gotten back to the van.
Or alternatively, do we want Mecha down here?
I mean, me, like, Mecha, neat body, probably not, but one of her drones.
I mean, you could still hold a gun and shoot, like.
Right.
I say you probably just jump into your Scorpion now.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I might just jump into Scorpio. I mean, I could try to send a Flutterby, but you said it was pretty big, so I don't know. Plus the distraction, I don't know how long that's going to last.
The Scorpion, does it have a gun?
It has a
taser.
Oh, it is a taser. Yeah, that'll be fine. I think that'll be really fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably should take out some cameras because I don't trust these hallways.
You said they were focused down on the doors that were alongside them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like there's like a hallway, and then there's like door, camera.
Yeah.
So it's mostly they mostly care about that more than like that. But
how many doors are we looking at?
You're looking at 4 doors.
4 doors, okay.
And each of them has a camera?
Yeah, and then the hallway kind of turns to the left.
Kale will turn to Ivan and say, did you ever play Resident Evil 20? This feels a lot like Resident Evil 20.
Resident Evil 20 was... like, I'm going to jump in here with something but I think it makes sense. Over my comlink comes a quick message from Lieutenant Extreme that says, Resident Evil 20 was just like a remake of Resident Evil 5, which was a bunch of trash, and it sucked. And then I quickly turn it off.
And Kale will say, which one of us is Sheva's child, and which one of us is Chris Redfield's child? And I guess he'll take out his pistol and say, should we just start shooting out these cameras to see what happens?
I think we still have element of surprise. Might attract people.
Yeah.
Because throwing up might be loud in the restaurant, but automatic gunfire underground.
Before we come down, should I have chucked up speaking of upchucking, should I have thrown the smoke grenade in the kitchen?
I don't think we
need that yet. Okay.
I doesn't think we need it yet.
Okay.
Maybe
Kale.
Remember how big it is.
Yeah. Kale will let Ivan lead the way as he is the sneakier one between the two of them.
So you guys are heading down the hallway towards like where it'll kind of veer off.
Can we see into the rooms at all?
No, it's like a locked metal door. Like there's no window on it. It's just locked. But as you guys are moving past it, Kale does pick up
life or enemies?
Enemies. You detect one enemy in each room.
Oh, we got some company. Are they... now these are steel doors. Are they like Star Trek whoosh doors, or are they like opening and closing? Like, do they have knobs?
Wish.
The Star Trek doors. Okay.
Yeah, but like, things are locked, and you're detecting enemy, like, you're detecting them like they're like crunched up on the ground, like in the corner. They're not like
they're crouched.
They're not.
They're being stealthy.
No, they're like.
Oh, they're in a ambush position for us.
No, they're in like a fetal position, like in the back corner of the room. They're not like standing by the door ready to ambush you or anything, but you still like detect enemy. Like so.
But they're kind of crunched up. Okay.
There's one in each room. They're kind of like laying on the floor, like crunched up on the ground, like kind of fetal position, one in each.
Kale will pass that along and say we should open up this door and see what's going on, but we should be ready.
At this point, would you say that I've had a chance to get back to the van and jump into Scorpio?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm crawling around.
Are you guys going to go to the end of the hallway and go around the corner, or are you going to do something with one of these doors?
Wait a minute. I'm just thinking about all my stuff. Will thermographic vision get through the wall or the door? If I go with my goggles and I turn on the thermographic vision...
I don't think thermographic vision would go through, like, steel-plated metal door.
Yeah, not steel-plated metal door, but are the walls, like, also steel-plated?
Oh, it's all, like, chromed out in there.
Out,
oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay.
So I think we should at least peek in one of these rooms to see what's going on.
Isn't there more? Isn't there more hallway to check out too?
There's also there's the camera looking down right at the door.
Also, out of curiosity, is this layout matching up to the schematics that we've seen before?
No.
Or is this totally different? Okay.
This is totally different.
Okay. Lead on. You are the stealthy one.
Yeah, I think we just stealth. Ivan thinks we just stealth down hallway, peek around corner, and continue.
Okay. So you do that, and as you do that, as you round the corner, Kale picks up Detect Life around the corner and sees two
those guys?
Two crusty bodyguards guarding a door at the end of the hallway. Okay. They haven't noticed you. You're like detecting this before, like right before you round the corner.
Right. So is it close enough for my detect enemies to pop up? Because it was 4 meters for detect life, 3 meters for detect enemies.
Yes. Yeah. Your detect enemy comes up, but they don't see you. They don't.
Right.
They're not like considering you an enemy at this moment or anything. Yeah.
Gotcha. Should we send in the drone first to surprise them, and then we just pop out and shoot them?
Give me a second here.
We're going to assume you guys are pretty far deep and far out now. Like you're a decent ways from like the kitchen and everything.
And also, any movement from the folks behind us, the enemies behind us, they're still just huddled up?
Yeah, they're like, one in each room is just like crunched up, laying in the corner, like the far corner of like each room. Like,
okay.
But like I said, if you detect enemy is like detecting hostility and stuff, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you're beyond that now. You're like way further than that. So
yeah, can try to send in the drone, but it's it's small, but it's still a little scorpion, so it's it's gonna be kind of. But we can send it in. Unless Ivan has
Is the hall open enough that a drone rounding the corner is going to obviously and immediately take them by surprise? Like, they're going to be like, "Hey, look, there's a drone at the end of the hallway."
Oh no! These guys are got the lucky job of being stationed at the end of the hallway. They're just like chatting it up right now. You hear one of them talking about like, how his indoor soccer team did last night, and the other one's talking about, this great show that he went to last week. They're just trading conversations back and forth. They are deeply engrossed in each other's life happenings right now. It is unlikely that they would notice something round in the corner, like small like that.
Okay.
Granted, if you two suddenly rounded the corner, they see you guys, but they're not paying super close attention.
They're talking about their blitzball league.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I guess I will try to. I can only get one of them, so I can only get one at a time. So once we get one, and it's just stun damage, so it may not bring them down immediately. So just be ready. Be ready to go.
I said, and I'm going to use the take aim on the turn before, just to get that extra. I can only stack. Remember how in 4th edition you could like stack those for a little while? I can only do one because of my willpower, but
Sure.
Well, and for the record, if you guys are going to engage in combat here for a surprise round, which you guys will get a surprise round, you also are going to each get one edge for AR versus their defense rating.
Right.
Yeah, I will. I guess send Scorpio around, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use Hamon, my Hamon.
And how far away are these people from us? In meters. For attack rating purposes.
They're like...
Are they between 0 and 3 or 4 and 50? Because that matters.
They're right around the corner. They're like 3 meters away.
3 meters. Okay, so they're close range for the record. Yeah. So roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, I will. Hang on 1 second. Okay. And doing the exploding 6s. Okay. I think these weren't part of it. Okay, so I got
then just reroll these.
okay, so I got 4 6s, so I'm gonna roll for those. Okay, one more. Okay.
So?
Yeah, so 7 hits on...
They got 3 hits.
Okay. Cool. So then they resist, and that's what I rolled plus the damage value, correct?
It's 4, so it's gonna be 4 plus the damage value.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah.
Because you take me there, so.
Yeah. So that's 10 stun damage that the first guy has to resist.
Okay. Hold on.
So you might ruin this man's whole career.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
But you do have one more major action, right?
Yeah. So she could do it again for the other guy. He got 1 hit. You ruined his whole career. You immediately knocked him out. Like, he just like... It's like he hit a fucking, like, I don't know, power line or something. He just gets completely destroyed and slams back against the wall and hits the ground.
Got hit by the electric fence.
You can see smoke coming out of his ears.
As if he's a cartoon character.
And I can't do exploding sixes for the whole turn, right? It's just for the first major action.
Just that action, I think.
Just one. So for the next major action, which will be an attack, I can't do the exploding sixes, right? Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to double check.
Unless you pay the end.
Oh, shit. I mean, I have it.
If you want to blow it all here, that's up to you.
Oh, shit. No, it's here somewhere. Hang on. 5. No, I can't actually do that. That's okay. I will just roll normally.
We still have Ivan and Kale.
Not as good. 4.
He got 2 hits.
Okay, so he has to resist 8 pain. Or 8 shock damage.
He got 3 hits, so he takes 5 damage. He gets a -1 now.
For sure.
And he took a pretty good hit. Like he got knocked on his ass.
Yeah. Alright, it's going down, y'all. Sorry it took so long.
Isn't he also zapped?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he gets that -1, or no? What else?
-2 to something.
Yeah.
-2 initiative score, and a dice pool penalty of -1 on all actions.
Okay,
and
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
so is that? -2 to initiative, and does that stack with the damage he already took? So that'd be -2 to all.
So.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's in addition to his minuses.
got it. Starting. Sorry.
And I think that lasts for.
Oh, right.
How long?
There's something called wireless bonus. A successful hit informs you of the status of the target's base of health in terms of condition monitors. But he's hurt. Or he's stuck. 2 combat rounds is how long does that last for.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait? So you can figure out how many condition monitors he has left?
I can't figure out the number of boxes, just general statements.
Oh yeah,
He's not great.
yeah, he's not in a good place.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Kale or Ivan, when do you guys want to finish him off?
I think you go in.
Yeah, I can give it a shot here.
I would like to avoid my being knocked out for a while.
Do I get it? I still need to make myself tables for this stuff or cards or whatever, how we used to have.
It's okay. I mean,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the right dice pool. It's either the right dice pool or less than. So
I'll believe you.
that is 3 hits with my pistol.
Okay, he takes -2. He got 2 hits.
2 hits. So he's looking at 4 physical. No, sorry, 3 physical.
only. Oh, okay. Oh.
So
Well, wouldn't it be 5? 2 plus the 3 of the
No.
gun?
I had 3 hits. You had 2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
3 physical, but that's plus the
But-
one that you got, right?
My gun is 3 base, but my armor piercing rounds take away 1 damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they're better. They have a much higher AR, but they do less damage.
Well, so it was 3 total. He got 1 hit. That's 2 net hits. That's the exact amount that was needed to completely knock him out. So you successfully did that in one go.
Kale wipes his sweaty brow.
The silenced.
Yeah, I have a silenced gun too.
for the record.
Okay.
So
Okay, you walk up. Are you gonna walk up to the door? Scope it out.
Oh, first I'm gonna do the little dance that the crab beam video, even though he's a
and Kale kind of turns to Ivan and says, I mean, those people were hostile towards us, but they might not be bad people.
For the record, you never saw them be hostile because
We never saw them be hostile. We need to check. I feel obliged by my oaths to check that out.
But
they're alive.
we have job. He might not be alive. I shot him.
Oh well.
I need to go there.
Wait, go where? What do you need to do?
To the guys who are huddled in the corners of the room. They're hostile towards us.
Yeah.
They might be innocent people.
We don't have time for this.
So that's a GM. Would that trigger my honor bound quality?
I mean, I don't think so because you don't know what you just saw. Like hostile bodies down in there. Like
Then,
I don't think that would trigger your honor bound thing.
Ignore everything I just said.
Like if they weren't exuding hostility, maybe.
If we saw them, it might be different. But,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just from sensing
their auras with my
just from
crystals.
sensing their aura that they're like huddled up in there, like exuding anger. I don't think that triggers your honor bound.
Never mind. Ignore me then. Let's go.
If they were hostages, sure, but
But they wouldn't have. But they would not have hostile intent towards you.
But they don't know who we are. They might think that we're them.
Or just general hostility towards anybody in general.
Yeah. But let's finish the job then. We might come back to them later.
on the way out,
Yeah.
Strange question for Kale though.
Yes?
Are they hostile and alive?
Oh.
To detect life as well as hostility. Hey,
So,
we learned something
enemies
strange
by
last-
default, I think, have to be do the dead bodies. Does the dead body exude a hostile aura?
A dead body does not exhibit a hostile aura.
They are alive.
That's not what I said. I did not think they were dead. I wanted to know if they were alive. Does he detect life on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see where you're going there, but
I start slapping myself on the wrist and I say, Ivan, too many vampire movies at 3 a.m. No more.
yeah.
Ivan, don't be a lost boy.
Yeah, let's go down the hallway.
Okay, so you get to the door, and you see there's another lock on it, but this time it's like a keypad lock.
Oh, a keypad lock?
Okay.
Keypad lock, not problem. Case on keypad lock, problem. But also, I bring crowbar.
Well, there you go.
Let's open up these Star Trek doors.
Yeah, because I know that there's a thing about like prying the case off of these things too.
So one of the guards is alive, correct?
I mean,
We just stunned him out.
I think they're both just stunned out.
Okay. 'Cause we could wake one of them up. I can cast Analyze Truth and see if they know how to open this.
I think Jimmy can do it though.
Oh, Jimmy can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, Ivan, away we go.
Okay, so I need to require I need to remove the casing on it or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like engineering plus agility, extended test, lock rating ×2 per 1 combat round.
Yeah.
Okay. Engineering plus agility. Oof. Not great. This is like regular trying to get it off.
I don't suppose I could help, could I?
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were trying to hack the
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like in the book it says for like maglocks and stuff, you have to what is it? The procedures differ for all different types of locks, but they start with the same first step. The case protecting the internal mechanism needs to be removed, which requires an engineering plus agility, lock rating ×2 per 1 combat round extended test.
Okay.
I'm on page 241, by the way.
Alternatively, it can be broken off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just break it off.
Okay, yeah, I just break it off.
Yeah.
And since this is a keypad, I need engineering plus agility, lock rating ×2. Oh, it's the same exact test. Sequencer can be used instead. This is a straight up opposed test between the rating of the sequencer and the rating of the maglock.
What's the rating of your sequencer?
6.
Oh yeah, you got it. Okay.
But yeah, I just hooked that thing up and.
I did not expect you to have a sequencer rating 6, but that works out well.
You
Okay.
hack into the mainframe.
Like I said, I've been come prepared.
Okay, so you guys boop your way into there, and you see like you guys are coming from the far hallway.
Mm-hmm. Like we're down in the background there.
Yeah. And as you guys start going down the hallway and you start rounding the corner, you see the computer terminal that they were talking about, like the offline computer terminal. However, it is actually being guarded by 3 fairly familiar looking spirits. But if you remember, spirits are only given certain tasks, so they're not necessarily going to, unless one of their tasks was kill whoever walks in here or something,
Mm-hmm.
But you're around the corner, you're seeing them. They don't really notice you yet, but I'll leave that up to you, what you guys want to do.
Next time on the KenTacoHut Chronicles, what will become of our Shadowrunning team as they attempt this deadly data retrieval deep within enemy territory? The earth, wind, and fire elementals are here, but where is that killer queen? Will they still be alright without Jake Farley at their side? What will happen to Holland Oates in his food review? And will the McBurgerWay bathrooms ever be usable again? And were they ever usable in the first place? Find out next time on the continuing adventures of the KenTacoHut Chronicles in 6th edition Shadowrun.